Hello and welcome to New Junction. You join me tonight on a very cold evening here in the loft. I'm making the most of having running loops and just having myself a little running session. If you saw the last update, the November update, you'll know that my next job, which is a big job I've been putting off for a while, is to take up my fiddle yard and extend the board, relaying a new fiddle yard, and subsequently give myself better running and a station with a more urban side to New Junction. Scenery wise, since the last update, not a lot's been done. A lot is planned, but not a lot's been done as of yet. I think the biggest addition has been my hayfield, which is more of a scenic break, really. The idea is it breaks up the greenery, and I think it does that really well because it's very golden and it gives you some nice foreground running shots, as you'll see in a moment with my new Class 67 coming past. Just makes a nice addition. Now, the reason we're all here, and the reason I'm dawdling this evening, is I'm about to get rid of all my trains off the layout, park them all up on the scenic side. These will all go. The board will be extended by just under a foot. After measuring, it appears I've got sort of 12 inches one side, and then as we go up the other end of the loft, it goes down to about 9.5. So who'd have thought buildings are wonky. So that's the next job. I'm not sure how long it'll be until New Junction sees running trains again. For myself, for you guys at home, it'll be a speedier process because more will happen in the video. Right, time to turn it all off and get it all up. See you after the montage. and just like that, they're gone. Now this is Mark 1 fiddle yard for New Junction in all its glory. It's been changed a few times to accommodate the trains that were on them, on the various lanes, but we've got to put practicality first on the next one. I think definitely less is more. As you can see, all the trains are now on New Junction itself. A lot of them are in boxes. Who'd have thought all this is caused by those Network Rail workers the other side not hurrying up. Everyone's waiting. Right, back to business. So the next job, and another montage for you, I'm going to go to my local wood merchants now to gain some more ply. They will cut it for me due to, I suppose, advertising rules. I can't tell you where I'm going, but I will give you their initials, B and Q. So let's see how we get on. I'll see you after I've got the wood. And as easy as that, there we are. That was a relatively harmless experience. I think the 8x4 sheet was around the £25 mark, and they cut it for you as many times as you want, really. The only hardship is bringing it home. One thing that is quite interesting, my loft hatch is underneath the scenic side of the board. And of course, when we first put the original woodwork in here, there was no layout built, so getting these 8-foot lengths in was quite fun. As you can see, I've still got a gap, and some of the bits just need cutting down to match the beams, so we can screw them in. And of course, bang in the middle there's a beam holding that one up, but this one's dipping, so that one needs shortening, and then they can both screw into the same beam. So now I'm going to do that, and then we'll fit it in place. And there we are, just like magic. As you can see, it's now all in place, all screwed in, nice and level. You can see we had to jigsaw out a corner in the back left for you as you're looking, just to fill that gap. But it's come on quite nice. It's very solid. I should mention, while we're back to bare baseboard, I use 12mm ply on 2x4 timbers as a frame, not only to support the weight, but also to stop it from bowing. And a year in, it's not showed any signs of moving yet, so works well. Big thank you to Tim, a good friend of mine, who loaned me his tools and his skill set to cut these last bits of ply down. I just had to give him a shout out. The only next thing for me really on the layout is, while this track is still pinned down, roughly, I'm going to go over it with a track rubber, because it's far easier while it's in situ than when it's in bits, and of course you can reuse it. But otherwise, that's it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching, as ever. Take care.